Finally this hour, with the Tony Awards just days away, we're taking a look at one of Broadway's most talked about new plays. It's called The Balusters. It's up for 5 Tony Awards, including Best Play. Set in a small, idyllic community, the story turns chaotic after a new neighbor makes a simple request at an HOA meeting. Joining me this morning, one of the show's stars, a legend of both stage and screen, Richard Thomas, who's also nominated for a Tony for his role as Elliot Emerson. Of course, many of you may also know him as John Boy, the aspiring writer at the heart of the 1970s hit series The Waltons, a role that earned him an Emmy Award back in 1973. Richard, it is such an honor to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. It's my pleasure.
Thanks for getting up so early. Okay, so this is maybe a plot that a lot of people can relate to. A dysfunctional HOA board, and you are the one running this dysfunctional HOA board. What drew you to this role?
Well, what drew me to the role is we did a reading of it at Manhattan Theater Club, and the play is so impeccably written. I mean, David Lindsay Bear has written such a wonderful play, and the role is marvelous. And so when they invited me to play it, I was so thrilled. It's a beautifully written character, and it's so wonderful to give the audience such a good evening of fun theater, and fun theater about serious ideas too. It's smart, it's funny, but smart. It's beautiful. And living in New York, of course, everyone has a story about either being on an HOA board or living in a building, and
being angered by one.
And everybody who comes to see the play knows everybody, but it really is. It really stands in for our society at large. I mean, the HOA really is all of us in our society, and so many of the things that we live with and deal with right now are touched on in the play. And the cast is just...
It's a beautifully well-rounded
cast. It's the most
cast.
wonderful company.
It's hilarious. I've seen it twice already because I had so much fun
great.
the first time. You probably have to explain to people what a baluster is, I'm guessing, because a lot of people don't necessarily know what that is.
Yes, well, people think it's a family, like an 80s dynasty television show, the Balusters. No, it holds a porch up. You have the porch railing, and then you have the balusters with the footing.
Yeah.
But come see the play, and then you'll know what it is.
And then you'll fully understand what it is. Not to give too much away, but you get to release some emotions at the end of this play every time, and that must be exhilarating for you. You get a little upset.
Oh, it's great. I mean, I've been chewing the scenery for decades, and now I get to beat it up with the baluster. It makes me very happy.
That's just a little hint there about what happens there. It gets very exciting there at the end. Obviously, we have to ask you, many people know you as John Boy.
Of course.
And you probably go day after day still hearing people
all the time
say to you,
"Good night, John Boy." And sometimes they call it out during the curtain call.
Oh, really?
All the time. It's great. I love it.
What has that meant for you? I mean, just a concept. Because if you look at your IMDb, you have done so many roles on the screen and on the stage, but something about that just continues to hold on.
Well, it was magic. It was exquisitely written, and we had a wonderful cast. It was a beautiful show. It was a unique show. No young actor could have been offered a better way to step up than John Boy. I love the play. We all stay in touch. We're still like a big family.
You are, right?
We're in touch with each other all the time and love each other just as much as we did then, even more because it's been so many years. And it's just one of the best things that could ever. I wish every actor could have that experience.
You talk about the fact that you were a young actor at the time, and that experience was so different for you compared with what young actors are experiencing today. There really is a difference, isn't there?
There's a big difference. I mean, there's always a lot of eyes on you when you're a young star, but now it's insane with social media and everything. I can't imagine the pressure that young up-and-coming and successful performers feel. I feel for them, and I think about them all the time. You got to cut them a lot of slack because there's a lot they have to deal with.
You were 7 years old when you made your Broadway debut, correct?
I was.
And here we are. I won't say how many years later, but quite a few years later.
I think my Actors Equity card is going to be 67 years old this fall.
That is incredible. Just as we come to this weekend and your second Tony nomination, what has the theater world and the theater community meant to you?
Well, my parents were in the ballet. I was really born onto the stage practically. It's home. The theater is home for me. I love working in front of the camera. It's a marvelous way to act. It's a great art form when it's good. But the theater for me is the mother art for actors, and for this actor anyway. And so whenever I walk into a theater, no matter where it is in the country, I feel like I'm home.
Well, I can't recommend enough the Balusters for you. Of course, the Tonys are this weekend. You're prepared to take it in and enjoy every moment of it.
Yes, of course. Well, maybe not every moment. But
we'll see. Richard Thomas, Balusters, by the way, playing right now in Midtown Manhattan. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Joe.
That is going to do it for this hour of Morning News Now.
The news continues right now.